And here is the 8mm Telecine project that I've been working on for a couple of months now. Modified projector, Seconic I think it is, mid-60s. LED chip on board 10-watt daylight with some diffusion material from an LCD monitor in between that and the film gate. There's a heat sink on it, but as the LED is flashing, no longer need the heat sink, but it's mounted there. And the wet film gate, or damp film gate, as it turns out. It's naphtha gas material, white gas, with little chamois patches. Deerskin, real fine, soft. Put a lid on it to keep the evaporation to a minimum. Enlarger lens, Schneider Kronek, 80mm f4, old 70s Soligar bellows, which work just wonderfully, super accurate. You can extend the bellows and traverse to and fro. On top of a lateral mount, which modified, that's an offshore mount. Custom fabricated the base, aluminum 1/4 inch thick plate, drilled and tapped with fine thread bolts so I can adjust up, down, left, right rotation around the axis. Projector is bolted to the plate as well. And the Allied Vision Oscar 5-megapixel camera, firewire going into the computer, and coming around the back side, the Arduino controller, the Uno, and on the shutter wheel on the back side, which you can't see, there's a small neodymium magnet. And you can probably not hear me over the whine of the PWM motor, but that is a little German-made 40-volt DC motor, which I'm pulse width modulating. And there's a Hall effect sensor taped to the modified motor mount. Somewhere in there, I can't really see what I'm looking at right now on the camera, but the Hall effect sensor goes back to the Arduino and triggers the LED to flash. And there's a slight delay sequence I have in the Arduino program so that the shutter is always open. One of the 3 holes is always open for the film capture, and that also triggers the external trigger on the Oscar camera. So I had ordered the proper connector for this, but as it's coming from China, it probably won't be here for another few months, so I've adapted a couple of small pins, and it's been working fine for a month now. Anyways, and the capture, can monitor that using Allied Vision Smart View. Finally, after a month of fiddle farting around with it, I have it working properly, capturing frames very nicely. And overall, very happy with the process. Had lots of help from the internet friends, and appreciate that. So that is it. I better cut this short as I'm already at 4 minutes.